Good morning, Vestilian Codis, aka Brooklyn Owl. And I've been walking in the woods here, and now I come across some structures. Right here, there's what you would call a triangle. Can you see that? It's broken, bent, and going down to the ground. Let me come around. I'm the thorns galore here, so I gotta be careful. I don't want to get a thorn stuck in me. There, that piece right there. There you go. It's broken and twisted and running down. There's a lot of leaners here. This one right in front of me runs up, and you know, the funny thing is they're all forks. That one there, and it's hung up. Look at the way I gotta go show you this sucker here, this big guy, another fork in between two trees, or a fork of a tree. Looks that way at the bottom. I'm taking my time because I'm trying to knock these thorns out. These jeans I'm wearing were my favorite jeans, and they're all ripped up now from walking through these things. Okay, here you go. This guy above me, you see that? Look at all these little bastard vampire flies. And it was a fork inside a fork, okay? It's a fork inside a fork. And it was either placed on top of that, but my battery went dead. I figured they would go dead because I haven't used it in a while. Okay, look at that. See the way it's sitting on top of that log there? Now, I don't believe if this broke off, it probably did break off. That's about 6 feet tall, or a little bit more, and this big tree is hung up on that little tree there. Okay, let's continue on. Look at this. What do we have here? Okay, here's another leaner going into the fork right here. Didn't grow here. It was placed there with others. And look at this. It's almost like a teepee structure. You got one going up that way, one going up that way, another one this way, and look at this down here. This is amazing. Look at all this. All these branches and stuff laid out in the same area. You see? Oh, look at this. God, it's unbelievable. This is about 100 yards down from where I call the graveyard of trees. And look at this. right over here. You have two leaners and one branch hanging in there, horizontal. Look at this. You got two big, well, it would be a tree, I guess. A tree and these two forks, one inside the other. This is amazing stuff. Oh, and down here, I don't know if you could see, you should be able to see it. Maybe I'll go closer. I'm trying to whack the thorns out of the way. Here you go. Look at this mess. There's a big, what do you want to call it, a bender? Look how far it goes. It's got at least 40 feet long. And inside it, there's another graveyard of trees and branches. And this is maybe 100 yards down from the original site of the graveyard of trees. Look at this. It's amazing. Can you see that? All trees and branches in this one circular area or oval area. It's an oval. And that's it. Outside of it, there's nothing. Here. Look at this. Here's a fork leaning on top of this. It's crazy. When I say it's crazy, that means I don't understand it, and I have a feeling Bigfoot did it. And you can see over there how it goes through those little forks. There's two forks together, and this piece here goes through them. See? And it goes through this fork here. And I told you, forks have some kind of meaning to them. What that is, I don't know, and nobody knows, I should say. No one knows. This is a pretty old forest here. Okay. I like walking through this stuff here. You know, there's no thorns on them or anything. And all I do is use my monopod, you know, to make noise in case there's a rattlesnake in here. Which I never saw or heard a rattlesnake. But I was told they are here, so I don't know who to believe. Okay. These are the thorns. Here, here's another two trees. Trunks that are in between this this tree here, That's is it a fork? Yes, it is. No, it's a triad. There's three trunks coming out of it. And that's that. I'm gonna try to go around this without getting thorned. I saw this spot because I saw an opening either from deer, oh, who knows what, but most likely deer come through here, and they made kind of a trail. Alright, I gotta shut off for a minute and I'll get back. Okay, I'm back. Look at this. This is one big ass tree right here. Look at that. It's humongous. Hundreds of years old. Hundreds. I really don't know how long maple trees or these trees live, but I should look it up. What do we got here? What is this? This, oh, I can see it's probably natural. And it's broken down and runs down here. And then there's all these other branches. Forks, not branch, forks. They're all forks. Wow. What do we got here? Oh, this is weird. I've seen this once before in another area. It's a tree, I believe a maple, but look at this. You see it's a fork, and it's on both sides, you know, it's at the bottom and going up. And it is a maple, yeah. And I saw this once before in another area. Here is another tree that from about 8 feet up was either broken or naturally fell, and it's in between this dead tree. There's a dead tree here that's holding it up. It was still alive. It still has, I believe it was, let me see, yeah, there are still leaves on it, and it's in between or being held up by this dead tree right here. You see, it goes up there. It's dead. But this thing, that's like, I don't know what you call horizontal. Or, it's horizontal. Vertical is straight up and down, isn't it? I hear people say vertical, but vertical is straight up and down, and horizontal is, you know, sideways. Okay. Carry on. This is unbelievable. This looks like a place where they might hang out. Look at this. How deep it is here. Right, well, you can't tell, but believe me, it's about 6 inches deep around all this thick stuff. And there's more thickets over there. And there's an airplane overhead going to the airport. That's either took off. I believe he took off from the airport. And that's across the river, maybe 5 miles away. Alright, let me get out of this spot and see if I can find another spot. See this branch I'm pointing at now? It's actually hanging from another branch. Ah, my nose is running. I meant to tell you, there's a lot of baby deer. Not in this, I haven't seen them here. But me and my wife went for a ride yesterday in this other place I go a lot. And we saw 3 baby deer. She spotted them. I couldn't believe it. She usually don't see anything. I usually have to point it out to her. And then she still doesn't see it. And the little baby deer was down and hiding under a tree. And then there was another one up further with a mother. I don't know if they were the same mother, you know. The mothers, they have twins, the deer. And then we saw another baby deer. That was 3 baby deer in about 50 yards. Let's go through here. Some kind of open field here. Wow, this is a big open field. See that? How far it runs. Look at this. It's huge. At least 150 yards. Or more. Crazy. Well, I'm not going in much further because I'll probably lose my direction and get lost again. Alright, let me see where I can find what I can find elsewhere, and I'll get back. You could tell the deer come in here and lay down because the grass is all pushed down. They rest their weary bones. You know, they got a rough life, deer. Always alert. Imagine living like a deer, constantly alert, on the alert. It's crazy. Alright. I'm gonna walk on, going east. Look at this, all this stuff here. A lot of branches on the ground, and what are they? Forks. Mostly all forks. I don't know if that means anything. Or it's just, you know, trees naturally pruning themselves. Oh, God, I don't, look at this. Look at this. There's 3 rocks stacked on top of each other. I never saw anything like this, except in other videos. See that? 3 rocks stacked on top of each other. Crazy. You usually don't see like round rocks like that. You usually just see pieces of flat stone. Never saw a round, well, it's very rare that you see a round. Looks like an egg-shaped stone. That's crazy. And as I said, when I say crazy, that means I have a feeling Bigfoot did it. Look at this. Look at this. This piece of a tree, or it was a tree. And look at it. Look at it. Look at this leaner inside, right inside here. Let me put my, right in here. Look at that. See that? Right in there. Perfect fit. And all this stuff. Forks. Forks inside forks. A fork over there in between that tree. This is madness. Look at this. Look at this thing here. How did it get in between this fork? This thing, well, this is just laying on top. But a branch, and it was a fork branch at that. It's a fork branch. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy. Here we go again with the forks. This thing is a fork in between this tree here that died. Here's another fork in between the tree. You know? It's crazy. Crazy stuff. I wonder if this is... no, it's not a tree. It's just a branch that fell. Oh, that's the tree over there that fell into between that tree. I don't know if I showed this, but this is a big branch with two other branches, one of which is a fork, and they're going into that tree, that fork of a tree. This is a thick tree, and look where it is. It's in between a tiny sapling, you might call it. How it got in there, I don't know. Was it placed in there? And then there's a fork there. I can't explain it. Forks everywhere. A fork over here. Crazy stuff. Look at this. Is this a triangle? It's a Supposedly triangles mean something to them. Whether they do, I don't know. I'm not to say, not the one to say. You know, we lost a lot of good researchers that don't research anymore. I used to enjoy watching Bigfoot videos, you know. So many researchers stopped researching for some reason, especially timber giant Bigfoot, Jim. Timber giant. He was one of the best. He got so many captures of Bigfoot. It was unbelievable. And there was Joe Black. Mark Para. There's so many, too many to name. I just miss those guys. They were good. They were real good. They had so much equipment. Okay, I think that's about it for today. Anyway, have a good day. Take care.